Hello summoners and welcome to League Commentary. I am your host, SeiferKatt, and today we're looking at a normal queue game brought to you by Ghibli. So, without other adieus, as many adieus as we want, let's have some more adieus. That's enough. Okay, on this game we have Hot Shot L2P on Alistair, we have iFizzy on Lee Sin, we have John Carroll on Kha'Zix, Moko on Zack, and Motley on Caitlyn. And on the purple team we have Leo Mao on Tryndamere, Ghibli on Zack, Drox Jin on Ash, PD for TW on Ari, and Solanax on Karma. So, there's only a few names I'm going to have problems with this game, which is always good. And purple team seems to just be taking a defensive thing. Tryndamere's just dancing in the brush as he does, but Zack and Ari may want to get something done. So the jungler on blue team is Lee Sin, so they're going to start... That's odd, it looks like they're going to start blue. Unless they're going to go for a very early red invade. Does seem that way. Meanwhile, purple team, they're just being very cautious. No, they're not. Purple team is not being cautious at all. Caution has just been thrown to the wind, but Zack has been seen. And they're back. They're back. They stood on a Caitlyn trap, and that's just ruined everything. Zack is just getting angry at Ari right now, just like, hey, Fox girl, how about you don't step on a trap? And she's like, but it was you that stepped on the trap, you fool! You blob monster fool! And this is when it just all goes horribly wrong. So, any aggressive... Oh, no, Zack is still wanting to make some aggression happen, but no, he's not. He can't really do anything, I suppose, since he doesn't really have anyone supporting him. He doesn't have any vision or anyone supporting him. It's just not lots going to happen there. And the blue buffs will spawn now. There they go. And so, yep, just the usual. There's some good assistance happening on both sides. No tragedies there. And no tragedies there. No blue buffs were stolen by accidental mistakes. Oh well. Zack is going to skip wolves and go straight... Is he going to go straight for Golem? Oh, he's going to go straight for the... He's going to go straight for red. In fact, Lee Sin and Zack are going to see each other there. Is Zack going to wait for it? No, he's not. He's going to go straight in. He's used all his abilities. He's in a bad state right now. He has no idea. Lee Sin's just waiting. There's the dash. There's a lot of damage. The red is going to be successfully stolen. All Lee Sin needs is just one more good hit. He's not going to get it, but he is going to go for the red buff. Meanwhile, Tryndamere is just fighting against the enemy Zack. There's two Zacks in this game. That could be a tricky thing. And Lee Sin comes... Well, Zack comes back to fight Lee Sin, but loses ultimately. Zack is... Neither of them are going for the red buff. Both junglers have no idea what to do. This is probably the most exciting thing right now. But here comes Zack going for the Lee Sin. A lot of damage to Lee Sin. Here comes Tryndamere as well, just to back him up. Will it be enough? It will be, because Zack will survive. There's the Ignite on Lee Sin. He was stayed there for far too long, obviously. And Zack backs off. Tryndamere gets the first kill. We're probably going to see a proxy Tryndamere because that's all Tryndamere's played for these days. And yeah, that's an excellent start for Tryndamere. He cannot be upset with that. And Zack, overall, while it took a while to get his red buff, he gets it in the end. And that's what matters. Lee Sin didn't get it. I mean, neither jungler were doing anything at that time, so both junglers going to be behind a little bit by the standing in the brush antics, but it's good times. Ari is also seems to be pushing Kha'Zix back to the tower, but that'll probably change very soon. And Zack is brought low by golems, and in fact gets killed by golems. So that's Zack's passive gone. I do love Zack's passive, how he just turns into a blob monster, and he just goes back to fighting a golem. You've beaten me once, but now it's time for round 2. So, round 2. Although Tryndamere is going to get a lot of damage on Zack. Is he going to pop that passive? He is not. Kha'Zix is jumping on Ari. A lot of damage to Ari. Ari is brought to 300 health. 200 health. There's the Ignite. Ari flashes. It's going to be close. Not that close, really, actually, no. But so far it's 1 kill apiece, and both teams are doing okay. Zack's going to come in for Tryndamere. I feel like this is a mistake. I guess Zack has his double life and Tryndamere doesn't at this stage. Top lane could live indefinitely with Tryndamere's ult making him cannot die, and Zack's passive, which turns into little blobules. But Really, I think Tryndamere's is more youthful because once Zack has turned into little globules, there's not much he can do about it. Zack is being aggressive on Tryndamere, trying to stop him from doing much, but even though Tryndamere doesn't have the range, it doesn't matter, and yeah, Lee Sin's just killing his golems. The Ghibli on purple team is one level ahead of him, so you know he doesn't want to catch up as fast as he can, obviously. Tryndamere is also a level ahead. That's interesting. Oh, because of the kill, of course. That does help Tryndamere a lot to get to level 6 before Moko. It sounds like a city I'd want to visit, you know. It's like Kokomo, I suppose. Anyways. Now Alistair, he's being sneaky. I don't know what he's being sneaky for. He's not really having any presence now, but he's being sneaky. You know, he's painted his hooves red and he's just sitting in there. And not doing a lot. And Zack is just fighting those golems again. Probably retribution for taking his passive in the first place. Alistair jumps in with a flash, gets the knockup, pushes them back. Ash is brought low, but Ash does have Ignite on it, but Ash will get away. Unless there's a backup plan, which there isn't. That was still very energetic. Tryndamere's brought low. Tryndamere's going to go for that kill. Tryndamere is only a little bit of experience away from that ult. I imagine as soon as he ults, he's going to just rush in. No, he's being cautious, he's being calm. Zack is backing off. Zack is aware that this is a big problem. But of course, enemy Zack, Ghibli is here. Oh, that's going to be Moko down. And with Moko down, there's not a lot they can do. If they need to go for different globules. Zack's going to be very close. No, Moko does not get back up. The globules are destroyed before Moko can stand again. Ash is brought low by Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix is doing very well against Ash. And the sexy fox girl is brought low once more by a creepy bug. And Karma is just throwing out her mantras or whatever it is that Karma does. And also standing on traps. I guess she's going for a good Karma. Shut up, I liked it. Anyway. So at the moment, both teams are pretty equal with only 500 gold between them. That can change very quickly, of course. One kill pretty much changes that instantly. A little bit of farm. It's anyone's game at this point. But Kha'Zix does have 2 kills on blue team, so Kha'Zix at the moment is going to be quite violent. He is also recalling with 800 gold. He's probably going to come back with something good. Another longsword. He's going for a brutalizer. 3 longswords! Okay. Kha'Zix wants a lot of longswords right now, and I can respect that, if not understand that. Tryndamere has wandered to mid lane. Okay, so Tryndamere and Ahri have swapped lanes. They're hoping maybe Ahri has a better chance against Zack, and that Tryndamere has a better chance against Kha'Zix. And hey, it's worth a shot. You know, they've got to try something at this stage. Ahri is just getting thrashed by Kha'Zix, and they've got to try something. So I definitely respect Purple Team for trying that. But of course, Tryndamere is going to have a problem now because Kha'Zix is very strong. Of course, Tryndamere is not too shabby himself. I mean, Tryndamere does have an escape without having to use his ult, so maybe that's a big advantage point as well. Camera's brought a little bit low, but that's okay. She doesn't mind. She's out of there. Tryndamere and Kha'Zix. Yeah, Tryndamere is going to have a problem, but then again, Tryndamere always has a problem. That's kind of Tryndamere's way of fighting. He has a problem, and then he's invulnerable, and then he kills you. A lot of damage going out. Kha'Zix does this jump. Tryndamere is going to ult, probably. Here it comes, but Lee Sin's in the action as well. Tryndamere goes in super deep. Oh, dodges the Q from Lee Sin. Meanwhile, it's a gank from Purple Team. This gank looks like it's going to work. It looks like Moko's going to go down. He's not going to get the grab. He's ignited, and Moko is down. And Zack just picks up all the globules. In fact, can he pick up the enemy globules? I've never checked that before. Well, if he can, that's actually pretty funny. Lee Sin is fighting against Tryndamere, just getting some tower damage, just some free tower damage, because Tryndamere is too low and too scared to go in. Kha'Zix throws out his spines, but top lane, Zack and Ahri are going to get top lane, not top tower. Oh, good dive by Kha'Zix there. John Carroll, nice work. But blue tower's top tower, blue team's top tower rather, is going to go down, and that will put Purple Team ahead. And that will actually be a difference for a change in this game. Again, Alistair is just sitting in that brush. It appears that's Alistair's trick. He sits in the brush until he flashes through, However, Alistair does not have his flash yet, so that trick will not work twice at this stage. So purple team is now 1,000 gold up, and that is good times for them. It's not much at this stage, it's only around 10%, but hey, you don't complain about such things. I like seeing the percentage difference. I feel the percentage difference is more important than the global gold difference, at least, especially at the early game. I mean, I think it's always important up until both teams have like 100k gold, in which case it doesn't matter. Alistair has jumped on Ash, a lot of damage. Caitlyn fires the shot, Karma does not manage to block it, and Ash falls down like the frigid bitch that she is. That was actually a lot more offensive than I wanted to be, but hey, what else is new? I'm always more offensive than I clearly want to be. I apologise. She is a bitch because she does a lot of damage, and she's frigid because she's an Ice Queen. There. That doesn't make me sound any better in hindsight, but let's move on. Look, Ari's killing golems. Ha 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 ha. That's important to note. Karma's just running away from the minions. Minions are a very scary thing, especially to a support player. She's going to try and get that last hit. She gets it. Good work. Gets a siege minion. And it's always good when your support gets some CS. I mean, as a support player, whenever I get some CS, I'm always happy about it. And oh, an excellent gang from Zac. Zac is doing some real good work. Zac is not going to go in. Ash arrow misses. If that Ash arrow had hit, that would have clearly been a kill for purple team, but well, it was close. There's not a lot of gold in this. This game could go either way. I think this game's gonna go for a long one, guys. I think it's gonna be long. Caitlyn's just getting some farm. How are we going in farm ways? Kazakh's doing very well. You know, Tryndamere versus Zac is going pretty well. So both teams have lanes that are doing better than others. And that is definitely worth a note. Someone's being pinged to retreat. I think Blue is saying they're backing. I'm not quite sure. Okay. Ari and Zac make something happen. But there's Zac. Blue team Zac does have a ward up there, so he should be alright. And Caitlyn has slain Ash with Lee Sin. Well, not really Lee Sin's help, but Zac is not going to make it out of here. Ari ults. There's a lot of damage. Oh, the passive goes off. And bot tower for purple team has been destroyed. There's 3 of them down there. And Kha'Zix is coming in as well. But Ari and Zac are more than happy with that kill. Zac at the moment, Moko is not doing well. He's got 0-3. He could be doing better. And blue team seems to want to make a play for Dragon. They've got 3 people there, and that's probably the safest Dragon I've seen all game. I say because it's the only Dragon we've seen all game. And Kha'Zix is getting his blue buff. Fair enough. Kha'Zix and blue buff goes together like, well, whatever. Blue team gets a dragon, and overall blue team's a little bit ahead, probably because of farm at this stage. Yes. Kha'Zix is beating Ari, and Caitlyn is beating Ash, so that's good times for blue team. But I mean, it's a negligible amount at this point. And Zac takes the blue. Meanwhile, blue team is getting a lot of damage done to the mid tower. Tryndamere is going to try and stop them, but no one really cares about Tryndamere so much. He's still damaging. He's got his Bilgewater Cutlass, and he's probably going to go for the Blade of the Ruined King very soon. And Kha'Zix is going to be against Ari in a second. Ari is probably not looking forward to this fight. Every other time this fight's happened, she has not done well, but she has come back with 2 kills that she did not have before. So maybe Ari can make something happen that she couldn't do before. Kha'Zix is ahead by about 1,000 gold, so Kha'Zix still does have the advantage over her in pure gold, but maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe Ari is a sexy fox girl who don't take no crap from no one. No bug. Oh, and here's another gank coming from Zac. It's very good. Hasn't been seen on the approach. He's coming in. He's going to wait until the jump happens, then he's going to jump himself. No, he's not. Yes, here he goes. He jumps. He hits Kha'Zix very nicely. Ari ults in. The bug is going down. The bug is down. The bug is down. Lee Sin trying to make something happen, but he's not so sure if he can anymore. And purple team is pushing mid rather hard. Would they get this tower? It's only Alistair protecting against it. And Alistair does not do a lot of tower protection. More CC, and the tower goes down. Zack is not quite sure what he wants to do. Zack is seen by Tryndamere, and the Wraiths come in just as Tryndamere spins in, which aggroes the Wraiths, but ultimately lets Tryndamere know the Wraiths are all yours, buddo. Ash is not sure if she wants that blue Wraith, so she takes the little ones and leaves. And Caitlyn is warned that she is in danger. She certainly is right now. There's three purple team coming down, and the support is just behind them. They are a little bit slow in jumping on that support on Alistair. Hot shot, learn to play, runs away. Zack comes in from absolutely fucking nowhere, but Alistair gets away. Zack wants to get that red buff. He's being a bit bold, he's being a bit greedy, and here's Kha'Zix to show him the error of his ways, but Tryndamere is also here. Kha'Zix gets the red buff, does the final hit on it, and purple team leaves, heads in hands, disappointed by their loss. But it's okay. They'll get over it. They will rebuild. Purple team seems to be wandering together as a group now. It's a very early stage of the game to be grouping up like this, but I definitely respect that because that means they're going to have a lot better chance. Kha'Zix jumps on Karma. Ash tries to stop him. That was a crystal arrow at close range. Didn't even see it, but I know it happened. And here's Ahri. Zack jumps in on Ahri. A lot of damage done to Ahri. Ahri is brought to half health, but she will survive this day. Kha'Zix, on the other hand, is 200 health. If anything hits him, he's going to be a dead bug. Oh, Ash blocks the shot to Karma, but Ash is going to lose her life for this. No, she's not, because Karma saves her with the shield, and also, I think Ash shields herself. Yes, with a barrier. So good bit of teamwork for purple team there. Tryndamere, on the other hand, well, he just gets caught out pretty badly. In fact, I'm not seeing any proxy Tryndamere yet, so I think this guy is actually doing better than what I see most Tryndameres do. Most Tryndameres play a very stay top and do nothing else. And while that is a good strategy, I think it's a very boring strategy. Now, of course, can you go with a boring strategy or one that works? Well, actually, it's the same strategy. I'll rephrase that. Do you go with a boring strategy that works or a fun strategy that's sort of dubious? I don't know. I would rather Tryndamere in my team actually helps the team. But of course, pushing towers, which no one expects to be pushed, that does help the team a lot. So Ash tries to keep the minions away from the tower, but ultimately, the amount of damage she takes, she can't do that. But she gets some CS, look at that. That's actually some not bad tower CSing, so, yeah. But she is behind Caitlyn by 40 CS, so she does need to catch that up. And she's just doing it here, just getting some minions, just a couple, just to cheer herself up. You know, you've got an ice bow, Ash, you can do it, you can cheer yourself up. We believe in you, Ash, you're a cool gal. Even though you are frigid. But you know, that's more your home's fault than yours. Man, I'd hate to live in a place that had ice all the time. That'd be the worst. Ahri is brought very low by Kha'Zix and Lee Sin, but she is going to ult out of there. Oh, but the ignite, that could be enough. With the Q, it will be. Zack jumps on Ahri, hoping beyond hope that Lee Sin would jump on her, but not the case. Now Zack and Tryndamere are going to go fight against blue team. It's a 3v2, so it's a bold strategy, but then again, Tryndamere survives a lot longer than he really should be able to. Zack is brought low, he is too far in the back, and Zack ults to save himself, perhaps. And now Karma is coming up. Karma could be in a very bad state. She is all alone. She's brought to half instantly, and 100 health. Is blue team going to rush for that 100 health Karma? They don't need to. I think they made a bad call there, but... Oh, nice arrow from Ash there. Tryndamere is going to try and escape from Alistair, but it's just Alistair. He doesn't particularly care. That is some great work by purple team. Alistair is very badly in his mood and just falls. That was some really good work. That Ash arrow from Droxgen was amazing. And I mean, everything about that fight was pretty damn good. So, however, the problem is all the purple teams at the top and blue is pushed. So blue is just going to get this tower. Because nothing can really stop them at this stage. So a tower for 3 kills? Long term, that's not the best. Short term, I guess it was alright. But, yeah, that was good work from Caitlyn. Ash comes in to see her purple-hatted friend, but Caitlyn just shots away with the, what is that ability called? 90 caliber net, that's right. Oh, Tryndamere is making stuff happen. Tryndamere's going to come down. He sees Caitlyn, and the chase is on. Oh, with a ghost even. The chase is on with a ghost. Tryndamere is just smacking at Caitlyn with the massive sword. Caitlyn's in a bad state. All the purple team converges, except for Ari, of course, who's at top. And Caitlyn falls down. Meanwhile, Zack wants Dragon, and Karma is more than happy to help with that. Ari is just sort of running away. She's just being a fox. You know, foxes, they steal your sandwich, and then they run. Sometimes they also wear socks. Purple team gets a dragon. It's a nice dragon for purple team. Tryndamere is brought very low by Kha'Zix. He ults to survive, and then he just leaves. No, he doesn't leave. Karma is in. He wants to fight. But it'll be a bad fight at this stage, especially with Zack thinking about coming in. They don't know Zack's about to come in, but he was. But Zack just takes the wraiths instead. Blue team is pinging dragon. They think it's time to do a dragon, unaware that purple team is completely taking it. And Lee Sin does a bit of damage to Karma with no real concern to anyone else's well-being. Damage. Oh, if that Ash arrow had hit Kha'Zix, that would have been very bad, but thankfully Lee Sin was in the way. Lee Sin blocks it with his blind face as opposed to a regular face, and here comes Ari to take out Lee Sin. And purple team is doing some very well coordinated attacks. I'll give that to purple team. Their attacks they're going as a group and they're being very coordinated, except for this time when they start saying they're doing a good job. But then again, look, they've just come around beside them. But I think blue team's motley crew, I say as I see Caitlyn's name, is probably going to have the advantage in this one. But I don't know. Tryndamere's going to get away, no worries. In fact, Tryndamere's going to get a kill, no worries. No, never mind, I'm wrong again. Zack is wanting to do some fighting. Kha'Zix jumps in on Ash. Karma's going to have to turn around. And there goes Kha'Zix. There's a lot of kill trading in this game, and it's fantastic. Kill trading is the most exciting thing in this game. Ghibli takes down bot tower, good job. And we're looking at 3 towers to 2 with purple team ahead by 2k gold at 22 minutes. And I haven't done this in a few episodes, but who do I think is going to win this stage? I think purple team's got it. I really do. I think purple team's going to have the advantage because they group so much better. But it's still anyone's game at this point. But purple team's coordination seems to be superior. And so coordination is more important than anything else in this game, I feel. Also, purple team is ahead, but oh, that's not going to kill her. Nice try, Caitlyn, but your cupcake will survive. A golem just went the complete wrong way. A golem wandered off around that way, probably to chase after Alistair for some reason. Not quite sure what that golem was doing, but Caitlyn's not quite sure either. It's like, didn't I kill you guys? Ari and Tryndamere are trying to stop Lee Sin from taking the tower, and they will succeed quite well. In fact, Lee Sin probably should have backed off when he saw Tryndamere, but hey, as they say, hindsight is 20/20, and Lee Sin, he ain't got no sight. Yes, let's all pick on the blind man, because, you know, he can't see the problems. Okay, let's move on. Oh, making fun of someone's physical disability because he melted his eyes down his face. Tryndamere, however, his disability is he's going to run out of health very soon. But no, he's not. Nice Ash arrow again. Ash, you were doing amazingly this game. Just fantastically. And a double kill for Tryndamere. In fact, this is probably going to be mid-tower down. Moko is jumping around. Just like he doesn't care. But Moko clearly does care. I realised the Zack blobs should be probably different colours, because I don't think an enemy Zack can take his counterpart's blobs. So how do you know which ones are yours when you need health? Riot players colour Zack's blobs different colours, but depending on the colour. Riot players is always so rude. But either way, I mean, it is a problem, and it's one that I think should be addressed. It's only a problem you can ever see in normal queue. Oh no, Kha'Zix is disconnected. Has he rage quit? Or is he just disconnected? Who knows? But that's what you get sometimes in these games. Sometimes people disconnect. Sometimes people have net connection issues. But it doesn't mean it's the end of the game, not by a long shot. He could still come back and win the game. Although Kha'Zix going away is probably the worst one to leave at this stage, because Kha'Zix is the one with the most gold on blue team. Yeah, like 1,000 more gold than Caitlyn, so you lose your really prime assassin who can... I was going to say stop Tryndamere, but Tryndamere is just so beastly right now, you can't really stop him. I mean, Tryndamere's got a lot of attack speed. Tryndamere... Jeez, what is Tryndamere's attack speed at? 2.5 already? It's at 1.7, so he's slamming his sword down 1.7 times per second. And he doesn't particularly care, so if he builds like an Infinity Edge or something like that, just some real damage... Well, let's watch him for a second. Look at him, he's just swinging that massive sword. Just because that's the sort of guy he is, just swinging his massive sword in the faces of his enemy. Just like my ex. She swung a massive sword, what can I say? She was into weapons like that. Just like my ex is a joke I have a lot in my games with friends. Just whenever something, you know, it's like a that's what she said joke, except it's just as immature. So now that I've brought it aloud like that, then perhaps I feel kinda... I don't feel like that's the sort of joke one should make, but I still make it anyway. Tryndamere doesn't give a shit. He jumps in, hoping to take out Caitlyn. Caitlyn's snipe shot stops for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. That ignite was probably not needed, but Ari doesn't care. Tryndamere kills Alistair on his own, and bot tower is going to go down with no one to protect it. And for purple team. Purple team Zac, Ghibli fights against Moko for a little bit, but Ghibli wins out that trade, and Moko is forced to retreat. This is looking worse and worse for blue team, given the fact they also do still have Kha'Zix out of the game. Will purple team get another tower? Looks like Zac's going... Oh, that tower's already gone. Jeez. So an inhibitor and a tower are in danger, and blue team can really only protect one, or maybe even neither. Tryndamere's just standing there for some reason. Looks like he's just gone AFK for a bit. He probably heard about delicious muffins, you know, downstairs, but he doesn't care. He's going for the kill. And Moko is exploding into globules. And there they go. There go the globules. Moko, he is dead again. Leo Mao kills Moko. And 2 inhibitors are brought down. This game is looking sadder and sadder for blue team. Really wish Kha'Zix didn't leave. In fact, I'm sure blue team's saying the exact same thing. It was pretty close until, like, you know, a few minutes ago. But that's the thing with these games. They can change in a very quick second if something goes wrong. And that's why you should never give up, even when you're a little bit behind. Especially when you're a little bit behind. I don't think blue team can still win this, especially not with Alistair not even trying anymore. In fact, all of blue team has just completely given up. They're not even leaving the fountain. Blue team has no desire to win, and so they don't deserve to win as far as I'm concerned. Look at them, just standing there. What jerks. I mean, yeah, Kha'Zix is down, but you could still made some sort of play. I mean, you've got 4 people. Oh well. And Tryndamere just laughs at them. And you know what? Usually I don't like laughing at your opponents when they're down, but I think it's a really good idea this time. By the way, Tryndamere's ult does not save you from the fountain. And purple team is the winner. So congratulations to Leo Mao, Ghibli, Droxgen, PDE4, TW, and Solinix. Kind of sucks that John Carroll left. As I said, maybe it was a rage quit, maybe it was a genuine disconnect, but either way, don't know how it would have turned out. But at the time, blue team was falling behind, but they could have made a comeback with Kha'Zix, but well, I did feel that purple team had it because they just had the coordination. So it was a very good game on their side. If you would like your game commentated, feel free to add me on League of Legends on North America as Roselucky, or as Oceanic or Australasia as SeiferKatt, and I can get around to it at some point. When I see you online and I want to do one, that's the best way to get me to commentate one of your games. Or you can just ask me if you see me around. So anyway, I have been SeiferKatt, and I will catch you guys next time. Good luck in the lanes. See ya. Meow.